my dreaded RP journey. Now, I already kind of made a video about this, but it was mostly relating to how I was RP'd about relationships. You know what I'm saying? The dynamics between man and woman. But before I was even RP'd about relationships, I was really, RP'd about life. And when I say RP, I'm referring to, the Matrix movie, RP, BP. Fuck it, we're gonna say it, red pill. But yeah, so that's what I was red pilled about everything before I was red pilled about, the dynamics between a man and a woman. So my first RP lesson was in eighth grade about politics. You know what I'm saying? Due to various comedians, that's basically where it started. Eighth grade, especially the beginning of eighth grade, that was the first time I really started questioning things in general. Just like, how is the president? Wait, how do we select the president? So wait, they don't do it's electoral. So what the hell are we doing here? Like, that's what happened. And when you start figuring out, things are a lie, things that you've been that are being taught to you, you're being indoctrinated. And you know what? Technically, if I want to be technical, I was really RP'd, red pilled through what happened to certain athletes that the media doesn't like. When I was a kid, when I grew up, my favorite athletes were Terrell Owens, Allen Iverson, right? In America, for this is for the Americans, and then like for soccer, Balotelli, Pogba, Luka, Lukaku, those kind of guys. Those were my favorite athletes growing up. And anybody that knows about these guys know that the media has been on their ball sacks ever since they were kids. Maybe not necessarily Terrell Owens, but the rest that I did, the media has been on them since they were kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's you could say it started there, but I like to start off with politics. During sophomore year, I went through a RP rage, not about girls, but about religion. We talk about the RP rage, if people get stuck in there, whether or not it's healthy or not. I was stuck in a RP rage about religion because I basically realized everything that was taught to me was a lie. And then like, just literally when you start doing the research about religion, finding out that the similarities between all the Judaic religions, finding out how most of those stories are taken from African ancient stories and all that stuff, and you're just like, what the hell are they doing? So, and I'm like, do people like up top, do they notice and they just keep us pacified? So I went through a real RP rage about religion for about a good, I'm not gonna lie to you, about 3 to 4 years. you know, Especially watching George Carlin, that was like the nail in the coffin. It really kind of started with Eddie Griffin. He was the first person that I heard really challenge like the Christianity stuff, in my mind. And then George Carlin, that was just the nail in the coffin for me. I'm like, wow, I've been played like a fool. And literally, yeah, sophomore year, beginning of sophomore year, that's where I was just like, wow. Wow. You know what I mean? 2013, yep, that I was like, wow, this is BS. You know what I'm saying? Now when it comes to ladies, it's interesting when it could. That's why I never really went through a RP rage when it came to the women. It's weird. People might not even believe me because that doesn't like even when I still took L's after being RP'd about ladies in 2016, I would never be mad about it. I would just fix it. I'd just be like, oh, Corey Holcomb warned me about this. Oh, Patrice O'Neal warned me about this. I hit my head. Gotta take the L. You know what I'm saying? So it was just so easy to identify certain things. So I was never mad at the ladies per se. I was like, damn, I should have known. Especially after all the G Unit I used to listen to as a kid. I was like, how could I be this naive? This is how you're supposed to live. This is not like a luxury lifestyle to be a savage. You gotta be the titan that you say that you make. You gotta be the titan out there, or you're gonna get taken advantage of, not just by ladies, but by the world. So I don't know if I have time to go through my story, because really being on college campus RP'd me about women, like red pilled me about women. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I already said this story before. I'm gonna put the link in the description. Bottom line is, I don't know if I have time to say the story. That really started it off for me before I even found the 5150 show. But you see, let me see if I have time. Nah. Yes, I will. So, long story short, there was some hoes that came to our room trying to act like this is what happens on college campus. Hoes be going to people's room to smoke people's shit. And when the shit doesn't work out, they will leave each other at people's spot that they don't know. So the hoes that you see in college, I'm talking about damn near all the girls, they go to athletes' rooms, at people that they don't know, mind you, but they're athletes, so they're like, okay, he must be somebody. They go to these people's rooms, act like they can smoke and do whatever they want to do. So in my case, the girl started throwing up, right? And mind you, I'm not even smoking. It's my other roommate that brought them over. We had to end up taking care of her because the girl, who's supposed to be her friend, didn't want to take care of her. Now we're stuck in a situation because she's passed out. We had to put her in a separate room. I'm gonna give you the description to the video, and you gotta listen to this story. When I saw that changed everything for me. Like when I saw that nonsense, I was like, oh, this is how hoes get down. This is how these athletes get in trouble in college. All this stuff about, oh, he took advantage of him. If that girl woke up, even though we did all that, if we kicked her out while she was passed out, we would have gotten in trouble. If we took care of her, we would have gotten in trouble if she woke up and said we did something. Lose. And after that situation, I'm a full story in the description box. That changed. After that, I don't believe shit that hoes say after that. Because at the end of the day, then these will be the same hoes that'll be talking about rape culture and all this. You guys encourage. Like, I saw a story the other day about why this basketball player did this to me, and you guys got to look. If I tell you don't hang out with that basketball player, I'm gonna look like a hater. There's nothing that's going to stop these hoes from visiting these freaking these jocks. There's nothing you can do. A lot of this stuff, they bring it upon themselves. And people might think that's cynical, but after what I saw, I was like, okay. That was interesting, because we could have all got in trouble. And me, I don't smoke. I don't do none of that. I had nothing to do with that. But I know if she had woke up and say something, they would have had my ass on the front page, because I'm the ugliest out of the whole group of athletes in that room. They would have had in my video, I literally said my description, my face is gonna be in there like this. I would have been effed. So that's literally kind of been my RP journey. That doesn't mean I've not taken L's. I've taken plenty of L's, but it's like I believe being on a college campus, I don't understand how you cannot be RP after being on a college campus about women. I don't understand how you can leave. Like I be looking at these dudes. I'm like, you've been on college campus, right? How you still get married? Did you see what y'all feel? I'm gonna tell y'all this. We talk about red flags a lot. I'm gonna tell you my top 2 red flags right here. If she smoke weed, number 1. I know people not gonna like that. If she smoke weed, number 1, that is the number 1 red flag. And number 2, if she been on college campus, especially if she went to a party school. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Those are my top 2. Those are my top 2. And specifically for top 2, if she did not get like a degree in STEM, that is a red flag. Those are my top 2 red flags. People can disagree with me. If she smoked weed, if she went to a big like a big state school college, those are my top 2 red flags. You can act like I'm hating, but that is, it is what it is on that one. So I'm gonna put the description because I kind of explain it more in depth in that video. But that is my RP journey. I'm gonna keep doing that at least once every other year, just to refresh, just in case people want to know where I'm coming from. You know what I'm saying?